With Across the Spider-Verse next month and Spider-Man 2 coming out this year hopefully, I wanted to go back and play the Insomniac games again. But the only thing is, I already have the platinum in all 4 versions of the games. So I went on a new PlayStation account and tried to get the Miles Morales platinum faster than anyone in the world. So if you haven't played it before, just need a reminder, to platinum the game you have to do 2 playthroughs. On the first one we're going to 100% it, we're getting all the combat trophies along the way, and then on the second playthrough we're basically just going as fast as we can on New Game Plus to beat the game. Now because the PS5 version has auto pop, we're going to be playing the PS4 version because the leaderboards actually make sense, and at the time I'm playing now, this is our leaderboard with our time to beat 8 hours and 26 minutes. Now it's important to note, the timer is going to start when I get the first trophy, and it will end when I achieve the platinum. So hopefully I've explained everything now, and I think it's time to just get into the video. Okay, so playing on easy, turn on all the accessibility stuff, just because we can. So the time hasn't started yet, we have to sit through a long cutscene. There's 52 minutes of cutscenes in each playthrough, so there's going to be basically 2 hours of cutscenes that you can't skip. But it's good because it'll give me time to look at guides and stuff like that and make sure that I know exactly what I have to do next. And remember, time doesn't start until we actually get the first trophy, which should be going through them all. I looked up the game yesterday just to practice a little bit and make sure that I know like how to play. And I watched a speedrun guide just so I knew which moves were good. Because in the first game it's like the flower move or something like that, the one where you basically shoot like in a big circle. That's the best one, but I can't remember what you do in this one. But basically it seems like Venom Punch and then combo is you just do that the whole game. So now we're playing, but timer still hasn't started. Messed up already, but it's fine because the time hasn't started. Here we actually have to not get 100 times combo, because if you're playing on easy, you basically get it automatically here. But we want to save that till after the Rhino trophy. Okay, so here we go. We have to dodge as many objects as we can. Uh-oh. Basically there's a trophy here for hitting 15 objects, and we don't want that until New Game Plus. And basically if we do get it, well, I forget, it's only like 30 seconds that we add to our time, but you know, every second counts in this basically. So just dodge every object. Don't know if they count. Oh. So the timer has started. We're off by like a second, but you know. So 8 hours and 26 minutes is the time to beat. But I don't think I'm going to beat that, it just seems way too hard. So I think it's 9 hours 40 is the next one. I mean there's a big gap, it's an hour 40. Okay, so now we're going for the 100 times combo. But it's fine if we don't get it, because we can get it, like, I mean, through the whole game. But basically, it's not that bad anyway. Basically on easy, if you get hit, it doesn't ruin your combo. So it's actually more about just getting to the enemies quick enough. And then the tutorial. I just know they give you like a 20 times combo there. And then we're at 77 now. Okay, so 3 more hits. And there you go. So like I said, that wasn't actually important because we could have got it later on, but it's just good to get it out of the way now. So like I said, these unskippable cutscenes are actually good for like keeping track of what I need to do next. I've got big Google Sheets with like every trophy in the game, and I'm deleting them as I get them. I feel like I'm going to lose so much time just checking if there are, if you can skip the cutscene. So, wasting time with this, but worth it. And while we're here, photo mode, add a light, yep, add a sticker, there you go. Getting used to the combat. So in that speedrun guide I watched, it said that air combos are better than, like they're faster than a normal combo. So that's good to know. So you can skip this one. So basically we just want to be doing as many collectibles as we can on the way. I think we should leave collectibles till the end because obviously the more you play, the more you unlock, so there's no point going through the map when you haven't unlocked them all. But I think if, like, see, the mission ended next to it, so I may as well do it. Thankfully on these challenges we only have to get spectacular on, I think we have to get spectacular on one of them, of each type, and then we have to do all of them. But we do want to make sure we get as many of the tokens as possible. Now, remember when I played this first game that the last trophies I had to get was the wall and ceiling takedown ones, just because I wasn't doing them like much throughout the game. So I'm going to make those a priority anytime that I can. I want to be using them, and I think I want to be doing the ceiling ones more, just because not every place has a ceiling. Like, you know, you can do a wall combo here, you can't do a wall takedown here, you can't do a ceiling takedown. But I actually know, because they are, like, obviously it's going to slow you down, but I think it will be worth it. Uh-oh, but I mean it still counts. May as well end it with a wall takedown even if you do get spotted. So I felt like the best way to do collectibles is not to focus on them, but on the way to any story objectives, get the collectibles that were close to me. I thought this would be the fastest use of our time, so I used this method the whole game basically. Okay, and now we're looking for the Stanley statue, because it's around here but I just don't know exactly where. But I do think it shows up on the map, doesn't it? Oh, I should have looked at a guide. Oh, it was off by loads. Yeah, there we go. I knew it was on the map. Or I knew it showed up. Okay, now we can continue. So in here is a good place to get the ceiling takedowns, just because, you know, there is a ceiling. But yeah, I'm kind of losing time here because you have to make sure that I don't blow by cover, so I have to take my time. Oh, oops. Bunch of wall takedowns there, easy. Get as many ceiling takedowns as possible. And again, bunch of wall takedowns. So basically, yeah, in combat you want to do Venom Punch and then combo and then Venom Punch then takedown, Venom Punch then takedown. Just do that over and over again, and they'll both feed into each other. So the more takedowns you do, the faster Venom Punch. And now we have 2 Venom Punch bars, so combat's going to get easier, hopefully. So there's these random times that we have to deal with, and we have to complete every bonus objective once. Basically I think there's like 12 types, and 2 objectives for each. And they're usually quite simple. This was our first big time loss. I was focusing on the bonus objective too much and not actually paying attention to the real objective. So we had to restart from a checkpoint, which probably lost us about 2 or 3 minutes of time. 25 wall takedowns, so I can stop doing that. Watching this back, I don't actually know how I fell for it, but we can hopefully redeem ourselves in New Game Plus.
Which way?
Not that way. We unlocked the remote mines, which have a trophy tied to them, so we started using these whenever we could. This is a good example of the collectible method. We just had to go in a line south, so on the way we got a bunch of collectibles. I'm going to be honest, we've got 6 hours left and I'm feeling good about beating that 8 hours 26 time. Like, we're quite far through the game and we've got a lot of the collectibles already. Can I do this? Okay. If you feel this, do you just come back? Hopefully. Start off with the sniper surely, because they can see everyone else. Okay, I mean this is way easier than I thought it'd be. Uh-oh. Now what?
Don't think he saw me.
What?
Close. I'll get it next
Oh my god. It's a lot of wasted time. I mean it's only a minute, but still. Basically there's a trophy, I think it's kill 50 people while camouflaged. So anytime that I can, I'm just turning on camouflage. So I get out of the way. And there you go. Ultimate. And that was our first spectacular stealth. Basically because the world record for this, that it's like around 2 hours 20, it means that if we finish the game with less than 2 hours 20 of time left, then we've failed and we're getting second place. And we're going to go do this lab, which are basically like stealth challenges in a base. So we'll get some ceiling takedowns in here, and we need to do one of them completely undetected. So I may as well just try it on the first one. First takedown, once he's Then 2 guys left, both on their own pretty much. 2 more ceiling takedowns. And 1 guy left, ceiling takedown.
That's everybody.
Complete a base with it being detective. 2 time capsules left. I'm going to quickly go and do the still challenge to notice if we can do ceiling takedowns here. Just have to wait for them to. Then another ceiling takedown. Only 1 capsule left. Honestly, I think we're going to do it. We're making good time. So ceiling takedowns won't work. Oh, actually, maybe. There you go. Some ceiling takedowns. 25. Okay. So that means we can basically just go live now. What I'm going to do, because we still need to get loads of stealth takedowns, so I think I might just do stealth takedowns but not care as much about like being seen. Okay, never mind. Okay, so now we've got Venom Dash. I want to see, can we do this easy? Just. Yep. And then also, we want another charge of Venom, and we can go. Okay, oh, it worked. And there's 50 camouflaged. It's like they're all just popping at the same time. How about the Venom one? No. Would have been good though. 50 of them won't mind. So I think now we don't have any more combat challenges left. It's just all beat the game, do all the side quests, that's it. And there we go. Now we can just leave. 2 left, and I think they're both in the labs that I've got left. Now because I didn't practice, I lost a lot of time on these sections where you have to find an object that's making a sound. Obviously these are the same every playthrough, so if I'd learned them, I could have done all of these in like 2 seconds, but it felt like I was essentially doing them all for the first time. Looking at the time now and what I've got left to do, I actually have no clue if I'm going to beat the 826 or not. Like, I'm not confident, but I'm also not nervous. I just can't remember how much of the game is actually left. Here's another example of me just being awful at finding the object.
I'm gonna push it. I was giving them orders. Exactly.
So just to explain there, I'd accidentally reset the timer and then I had to estimate what it was, and I've checked over the recording and I was only off by 30 seconds, so basically if you add 30 seconds to the timer, that's the accurate time. But obviously we'll be going off our time on PSNProfiles anyway, so it doesn't actually matter for the challenge. All these guys are basically just looking at each other.
Watch out for spiders, man. I still have bombs left to defuse.
And that's the last stealth one. Oh, that was all of them.
We need to get a good look at the base.
So we're now basically halfway there till 8 hours 26. And we've not beat the game yet. But obviously the second playthrough is going to go a lot quicker than the first one, because we don't have to 100% it twice.
Okay. Oscorp science.
So that's all the time capsules. And we're at the science centre.
I told you about the time capsules being fitted around the city.
And I think that's the end of the game.
I just found them all. Really threw me for.
Okay, so we now basically have an hour to finish this playthrough, and if we don't finish it within the hour, then the challenge is failed. And I still have no clue if that's possible.
That didn't stop you. Good luck.
Okay, so now this is the end of the game. Okay, so in this flashback bit we have to remember to come over here and get the minigame to Delphi, because if we miss it here then we have to come back next time. Oh no. What button do you push? Checkpoint. There's no checkpoints. Okay, we're gonna get it next time. Oh no way. If I hold it. Okay. I've lost so much time now.
Come on, Rocket Buddy. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, go, 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 go.
Okay, so it was that option.
Gotcha. Found something I'm better at than you.
I swear, if I miss out, if I lose by like 2 minutes, and it's because of that.
Can't just break in. We have to. They're taking down the exhibit 12.
I need to go to the door first. Oh, I'm losing so much time just in this one section.
He's our Spider-Man.
Okay, so this has finished the first playthrough. Now I just need to quickly do some cleanup of some collectibles I've got left, and then we need to start New Game Plus as soon as possible to stay on time. Jesus, come on. Also, I want to say at this point that I would be happy with second place, because the person who's in first has obviously put effort in. It's not like a complete failure if I don't beat them, because obviously they know what they're doing as well. So obviously I still want to get first place, but I would be happy taking second. Oh no, I think we might have missed a cache. Oh, hopefully not. Oh, we did. Never seen that before.
This out.
I don't know how I forgot about this, because it is one of the best bits of the game, but I didn't realise we still had to do the postcard section, which can only be done after you beat the main game. But we got our final sound,
Holographic spider training officially.
and completed the final challenge. Completed every hideout, and went back for the cache that we had missed. So at this point, unless we can beat the Withered record by about, 5 minutes now, but it's going to take even longer. Basically, to get number 1 now, we have to beat the Withered record by about 20 minutes. So I think second place seems a lot more accurate, but we'll see, it depends. I might have not done the maths properly, so. Finishing up our first playthrough, we finished every side quest, got every postcard, and completed every crime bonus objective.
Nails the finish.
Okay, one side mission left, and that's this playthrough over. %. Okay, and one last thing. We have to scroll all the way through this social feed. Looks like if you mash down on the D-pad it goes faster. And there you go. Okay, now just want to double check. Skills, suits, they know New Game Plus. Now we want to quit. Okay, New Game Plus. Yeah, so we've got 1 hour 54 minutes left. We need to beat this in 1 hour 54 minutes, which is not possible. So, second place. But, you know, we'll still have fun. Another weird thing about it is, if I'd done this 4 or 5 months ago, I would have first place. It's just because the person who has first now only did this in September. So if I'd done it then I'd be happy, even though I would have done it the exact same way. So it's more important to compare yourself to yourself than to compare yourself to other people. And also actually, if I play badly, I could still get third place. So it's not all gone, you know, we still have to actually beat the game fast. But also purchase every suit. Oh, we have to level up a few more times. So now it's very important that we actually get the hit 15 objects trophy. So otherwise we'll have to really start 1. Oh, okay. I must count over both playthroughs. Okay, that's good. New Game Plus was going well, but we lost time here and it wasn't even my fault. The game just bugged and the cutscene froze. So we had to close and open the game, and thankfully it worked the second time. And I made sure I learned from my mistakes and I went the right way this time. We got to the max level and unlocked every skill. Okay, so time is up and we still have about 30-40 minutes left. Missed first place, but we're still gunning for second place hopefully. If I'd practiced more I would have got a better time, because there's a lot of bits in the game where it doesn't actually tell you where to go until the last second, and on New Game Plus I was getting to locations much faster. Okay, so we basically have about an hour to do the last mission, which should be fine. It's quite long, but we should be able to finish it before the hour's up.
She said there's no more
And I made sure to go to the door first this time.
locked.
Okay, so we basically have 35 minutes left just for one boss fight, and we're on very easy, so should be okay. I mean, it will be okay. I think that's it. Now we just need to wait out the cutscenes, and hopefully they don't take half an hour. And skip.
He's our Spider-Man.
And will it pop now or pop after all the credits and post-credit stuff? Okay, skip. And skip. And skip. And skip. And skip. And 9:24. And that wouldn't be completely accurate because I accidentally reset it earlier and then put it up to like almost where it was. But we'll be going off the PSNProfiles time anyway, so here's the old leaderboard. And then if I do this and we hit refresh, we should see now we're at 9 hours 24 minutes, so basically a full hour off. So I don't know how they've done that, like they must know the game like so well. But second place, happy with that. Beat third place by about half an hour as well, and you can see here that it's all around 13-14 hours. We've managed to slot in at 9:24. I do kind of want to try this again at some point, just to see if I can get another hour off it, but I mean it's a full day of Spider-Man, so not now, but maybe one day. And then just because we can, and the game has auto pop, we downloaded the PS5 version and took a 2% game to a platinum in about 5 seconds. Thanks for watching the video and make sure to subscribe if you liked it. In my latest video I got the platinum in the newest WWE game, which you can watch here. And leave a comment down below which other games you'd like to see me make a video on. And for a bonus question, in Spider-Man 2, do you think we'll actually be able to play as Venom, or just fight against him?